Hi there, I love you so much. Okay, if you pick the blue butterfly image, this is going to be what you need to know. So Spirit, please, for everyone watching this, everyone who chose the blue butterfly, what do they need to know the most right now? Please, Spirit, what do people who pick the blue butterfly need to know the most right now? Getting the element of air and delays. This actually looks, because this is like, it's like reminding me of an airdrop. Like, it feels like maybe actually something that, something that you have been waiting for could be getting delivered soon. I don't know why I said delivered. It could be a literal delivery. Or this could just be your manifestation, because this is making me feel like something that was like you've been manifesting in the 5D is now grounding into the 3D. I feel like it's saying just be patient, because there's something, this has to do with like, you could have like changed, right, the way that you think. Like, this is giving me that energy of like retraining your pre-programming, or like undoing like your subconscious pre-programming, right? And then like retraining your brain to think more positively, or you're trying to do that, right? Because you're understanding that your thoughts and emotions will create your reality. So you're trying to be more mindful of that. And it's like kind of at the point, it's feeling like where this could be about love, this could be about money, it could be about anything, right? And you're just waiting for, feels like, the 3D to reflect this like change that you have gone through within your own self. All right. Or this is something maybe that you're needing to do, right? Because somebody can be like, somebody who picked this one, the blue butterfly, because butterflies are about transformation, right? And it feels like that's what you're waiting for, but you could feel like there's a lot of restrictions. I feel like a lot of delays, right? I feel like there's something here, I feel like, about you trying to figure it out on your own too much. Like, you need to leave space for the universe to work in its mysterious way. Like, you can have the thing that you want, but you don't get to decide when. You don't get to decide how, right? So it does make me feel like somebody who picked this one is like waiting for some type of change, but they like are creating energetic blocks around it by overthinking and by doubting that it's ever going to really happen, right? Let's see. People who chose the blue butterfly, please, Spirit, what do they need to know? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see. The magical child. So it feels like you are just trying to make the best out of the circumstances that you find yourself in. But it really feels like, I'm going to be so real, it really feels like people who chose this one are maybe like, because this is part of the manifestation process too, is like not focusing on the thing that you feel like there's a lack of. Because where your attention goes is where energy flows. So if you are very fixated on what's going wrong, or what you don't have, what you feel like you don't have enough of, you're going to continue to manifest that energy. I feel like people who chose this pile really need to, you know, look at all of the beautiful things around them, as opposed to being in their head so much about things that they feel like are going wrong, or things that they feel like are not happening as fast as they're supposed to, or something like that. Right? What else? For people who chose the blue butterfly, please, Spirit, what else do they need to know? You could feel like taking a vacation. You could feel like taking a staycation. I feel like a change of scenery could be really good for you, okay? If you can't take a vacation to literally somewhere else, like a different location, I feel like this can even just be like maybe just needing to get outside of the house, right? I feel like getting outside of the house, gravitating towards healthy coping mechanisms, okay? You're wanting to replace, some unhealthy coping mechanism with a healthier one, something that's going to enhance your beauty, or something that is going to increase your lifespan, I'm hearing. Please clarify the hand of cards, please, Spirit. What are you trying to say? People who chose a blue butterfly, what do they need to know? Oh, you know what I'm hearing? Your spirit guides are wanting you to whole-ass one thing instead of half-assing a bunch of things, right? They're wanting you to really like hone your energy and focus. They're wanting you to not give up. Yep. They're wanting you to continue to determination. I'm hearing when you can't rely on motivation, you can rely on determination. Okay. So they want you to remain determined. They want you to remain committed. They want you to remain focused. I feel like you don't need to let everyone know what you're working on. I almost want to, this is not like zodiac sign specific, but you could definitely have Taurus in your chart. You could want to look at where you have Taurus in your chart, or what like second house placements you have, okay? You're going to want to check your birth chart for any like aspects that you have between like planets that are in an earth sign to the 12th house, or to something where you have Pisces in your chart, okay? Ooh. Please, Spirit, what do people need to know in this pile? All right. I feel like you don't need to let everyone know what your plans are, what it is that you're working on. If you recently have come into some type of success, or you've recently come into some type of money, I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. Five of Swords, please, Spirit. What do the blue butterfly people need to know, please, Spirit? Why is the Five of Swords coming out? The King of Wands, King of Cups. Honestly, you could feel like people who are supposed to like support you or be happy for you or celebrate with you are actually like criticizing you, falsely accusing you. Yeah, that's true. I feel like spirit guides are asking you to like not get upset with these people, to just like have forgiveness for them. Yeah. I feel like even if you have to cut someone off, like you don't have to foster or hold like negative feelings for them inside of yourself, because you know what they say, like holding a grudge is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. So I feel like you really just need to have forgiveness for someone here. Let's see. Any final messages, please, Spirit, for people who picked the blue butterfly? Nine of Pentacles. Any final messages for people who picked the blue butterfly pile? What do they need to know so much right now? Nine of Pentacles. To know so much, it's like a weird way to say that. So maybe you know so much. Maybe people feel like you know so much, or you do. They're reiterating this message about being persistent, determined, continuing to move forward and not give up on something that I see you've already been working on or invested in for a long time. You are going to be successful. That's what they're wanting you to know. What is this in regards to, please, Spirit? They're saying you know what it is. It does, because again, this is going back to the beginning of the message, where it's talking about having faith, where it's talking about manifestation, right? Grounding what you're wishing for in 3D, grounding it onto earth, right? And so it's like, this is showing me where there's people, it's like people watching this reading where I'm like, yeah, you're going to be successful. Yeah, whatever you've been working on, it's going to pay off. Keep going. Spirit saying, don't give up. You got it. And it's like you're sitting there waiting, continuing to wait for some type of confirmation that lets you know that it's for you. It's for you, bro. Like Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Like you're waiting for me to say like some specific thing that you do, so you know that this message is for you, and this message is for the people who believe that with the Hierophant and the Fool. Come through, Spirit. Ace of Cups. This message is for people who have faith in whatever it is that they're doing, and they, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, you know, you still don't get it, but keep watching, because I feel like you will. All right. If you feel drawn to one of the other images, make sure you check out that reading as well. Okay. I hope this reading is helpful to whoever watches it. I love you so much, and take care. Hi. Okay, if you were drawn to the cotton candy image, this is going to be your reading from Spirit about what you need to know the most right now. So let's just see what's coming out. Please, Spirit, for anyone who clicks this video and resonates with the cotton candy image, what messages do they need to know the most right now? What messages do they need to know the most right now? People who chose the cotton candy image. There can be something about diet, right? Like maybe somebody is, because with the cotton candy, it's like maybe somebody is eating a lot of sweets, or like, I'm only saying this because my stomach like made a really weird noise like when I started doing this pile. Eating a lot of sweets, or just even if it's not sweets, like there's just something about the diet needing adjusting in general. I feel like, because my stomach is like doing a thing, like it's like feels like some type of digestive issue or something like that. What do people with the pink cotton candy pile need to know? What do people, wow, I would look up, actually, give me one second. Okay, I'm back. I actually wanted to really fast look up what the spiritual like associations and meaning of the color pink was, because the way I said pink cotton candy, I didn't say that the first time, so I felt like the fact that I chose an image of cotton candy that's pink, I know cotton candy like a lot of times typically is pink, but I still felt like looking it up. So I feel like obviously it's pretty obvious that pink is associated with love. It said that, but it also said something that I felt like was more interesting, that said pink actually represents the balance between tenderness and strength. So I thought that was really interesting. So there could be something about like balancing being tender and being strong for people in this pile. Okay, so let's see, please, Spirit, what messages do the people who pick this pile need to hear? What do they need to know the most right now? You're protected. Okay, you could definitely be someone who, like, you could do your own divination, right? You could do your own divination, or you're just highly spiritual. I feel like you work with your ancestors, because this feels like a strong ancestral energy coming through. Or this could be like in more literal sense, where somebody actually just are like very family oriented. Maybe you're like the baby of your family, or you just have like people in your family. Yeah, wow, 10 of Pentacles is on the bottom. I haven't noticed that. Yeah, somebody really loves you. There's a sense of like family here. For those who are resonating, like you could have somebody who's passed on. Like I'm getting like there's definitely like a masculine like father figure, grandfather figure type energy coming through in this pile. Okay, yes, it's giving like sitting on grandpa's lap, like that type of energy. Okay, but I feel like if it's not a literal person that you knew in life, this is just the energy of like your angels, your ancestors. Okay, it feels like you're highly protected. It makes me feel like you do some type of spiritual work, libations, giving some type of offerings. If you don't, maybe you're considering doing that. Okay. What you need to know right now, it honestly feels like you have a really light energy. Like, yes, like you're a light body person. So you could, again, this is like, feels like spiritual people chose this pile to, this cotton candy pile. You could, I'm sorry, I'm getting so much off of this pile, because with that tenderness and strength energy, like, you know, it feels like what didn't kill you made you stronger, right? And you know, like if you become a spiritualist, a lot of times it's through intense trauma, it's through near-death experiences, things like that. And I also feel like too that maybe you've been, people who chose this pile, it's like maybe you've been through a lot in life where like it has taught you to like appreciate the small things. Like this is, giving me that energy of like, you never know what day is going to be your last. So just be happy, just have fun, just love everyone. It's like giving that. And so it just feels like you kind of just brighten up the energy, or you lighten the vibe of every place that you go and every person that you touch and interact with. Okay, yeah. And so people in this pile, wow. Okay, cotton candy pile. This is definitely other diviners, other spiritualists, other psychics, other readers. People like that are picking this pile for sure. Feels like there could be a lot of gossip going on, trickster spirits, gossip, okay? Trickster spirits, gossip. You could attract these type of people, okay? You're very light energy. You could attract, it looks like you're a very light energy person, and you attract a lot of dark energy type of people, okay? Other people. So even to say that for people who chose this pile, you're not spiritualist, not in the spiritual community. This could just be other people that are in the same it just feels like it has something to do with like doing something in the same sphere, right? Because of this gossip card, it feels like people at work, or it feels like people that you're around, that they're talking about like how you do something. So let's see. Yeah, you can't make it up. Visionary and destroyer. I feel like even if you're not like a professional spiritualist or psychic or anything like that, you still are, the people who chose this pile are still a seer. Okay, you could turn it into like a lucrative job if you wanted to. I feel like people who are drawn to this cotton candy pile, I feel like you can do anything. Okay, you're getting the artist and the poet. I feel like you speak life, you create life. I feel like you have the Midas touch, so whatever you touch turns into gold. Feels like you attract a lot of people who like want a piece of your energy, or like want to see how you can help them get to where you're at, or something like that, or they want to know your secrets. People in this pile, it's giving like some jack of all trades type of person. Sorry, let's see. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you all so much for watching. What else do people who resonate with this and are drawn to the cotton candy image need to know from this reading? Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much, Spirit. Karmic relationship. Yeah. The sword and the rose. The love call here. Girl talk. Feels like you could be separating from one group of people and moving towards another group of people. It does feel like people who chose this pile, what do you need to know right now? Feels like there are people you can trust. Or if you feel like, you're having to distance yourself from people that you found out the truth about, or maybe you realize they didn't have your best interest at heart. You realize some connections were karmic. What does it say? Fleeting trigger. See, this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, you could be parting ways with someone simply because they're triggered. Like, it feels like somebody is like triggered by another person. It feels like you're recognizing some relationships were karmic, so you're moving away from them. And I feel like Spirit's wanting you to know that, yes, you're correct to do that. They're wanting you to know that your intuition is right. I'm hearing that the mirror in the reverse, they not like us. I'm hearing that they not like us. Because because it's like on one hand, right, we have the visionary, the child divine, the artist, right? Honestly, I feel like this destroyer energy is also on this person's side right here. The poet. Somebody can speak life or they can speak destruction. And I feel like they not like us, right? It's like somebody wants to be like this light body person. Somebody wants to be like you, but they're not. They're not. They're pretending. They in your face like, oh, how do you do this and that? Can you teach me? blah 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 blah, and then they're going and like, oh, what's that other Gucci flip flops? What do Lil Yachty say in that song? He said, you want a verse but talking shit, that's a riddle to me, something like that. It's like, how you want a reading but you talking shit, that's a riddle to me. You want a verse, but right, you could be whatever you are. You want my help with something but you talking shit, that's a riddle to me. That's what spirit guides are wanting people in this pile to know, is that you're right about something. Yeah, 5 of Wands here, 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Hermit, Page of Pentacles. So you could be, people in this pile, you need to take time to yourself while you figure out the people that are for you and are not, if you feel like you don't know. You have the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. You have the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. So 5 of Wands, this is about competition. This is about drama. Okay, Ace of Wands here, Queen of Wands. I feel like you need to take some type of like some type of toxicity, because there's like all this energy, right? It's like maybe somebody's getting you pissed off even. I feel like you need to take all of that energy and put it into your work. Like, that's what spirit is put it into your work, put it into helping others. Okay, put it into, if you do put it into like connections with people, make sure they're connections that are mutually beneficial, reciprocal. Yeah, we're getting the Devil card on the bottom. Okay. Spirit, what do people who chose the cotton candy pile need to know? Final messages. Final messages for the cotton candy pile. Pluto, bro, all right, I'm taking these. You can't make it up. You're getting Pluto, Scorpio energy, Death card energy, intuition, and fire. You can't make it up. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, okay, with the fog. Again, and this is why I feel like Spirit is bringing out the Hermit, because with this fog, yeah, and then the sun is coming out in the reverse with Jupiter. I feel like the clouds are about to part, right? That's what this fog, the fog and the sun card. Feel like illumination, clarity. The clouds are about to part about a situation. I feel like it's gonna become clear to you who is for you or who's not, because it does feel like some people are in competition with the people in this pile. Gossip with the 5 of Wands. See, it's like somebody thinks it's a race. Somebody thinks it's a race. They're trying to catch up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. For some of you, this could be someone that you live with. Okay. You could be drawn also to the first pile, because this is reminding me of the first pile a little bit, where I had said about at the end of it, how I had said about keeping things that you're working on to yourself, or keeping what you're doing to yourself, only because it looks like, again, it's like somebody is watching. Somebody's watching to see what you do. Okay, they're like stalking your social media. Sorry, I don't like to like leave it on a negative thing. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, 7 of Wands, Moon card. You just like can't make it up. It feels like you it feels like you are putting up boundaries around or putting up boundaries towards anything that you feel like you just can't trust, right? You're literally getting the Moon card and intuition here. So you feel like something is off. You feel like something is wrong, but you cannot put your finger on what it is. But you trust the way that you feel. 7 of Wands. And I feel like whatever part of this you're in, like whatever point in this you're in, right, that either somebody's already got you pissed off, or somebody is like you're gonna like realize maybe that somebody's like talking shit or against you or something, and it's gonna piss you off. But you're gonna take that energy and you're gonna put it back into yourself, back into your creative projects. Okay, just like reclaim. You're taking your power away from people who are gossiping, people who are stalking and spying, and you're just putting it into yourself. So that's what people who chose this pile need to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah. Love you. See you later. Really fast before I move on to the last pile, For people, and this could be for the second pile or the third pile, whoever happens to hear me say this right in the middle of the second and third pile, or maybe you're drawn to both. But there's something here about when I was like putting the cards away, I started thinking about watermarking, right? So if you're like, I have just like been creating more like content lately, and I've been making sure to put my handle on it because people steal my stuff and repost it all the time. So if you're creating content, make sure you put your own handle on whatever it is that you're creating. So because I do feel like could be like me, where people are going to try to take your stuff that you have worked so hard on. So, okay. But moving on from that, if you picked the bicycle image, hi. I don't know why I feel like saying my name's Erica. You don't know that already? Why did I feel like saying that? Well, hi, my name's Erica. Okay, if you chose the bicycle image, this is your reading about what you need to know the most right now. Okay, I love you so much. If you resonate with this reading and you want to get a personal reading with me, check the description box. Okay, I would love to help you if I can. All right. So let's see, people... bicycle pile people. I don't know why I feel like bicycle pile people are really going through it. Why do I feel like bicycle people are really going through it? Yeah, we're getting the addict, the prostitute. Please, spirit messages for people who choose the bicycle. I'm going to be very honest. It feels like you know, this pile is a lot about, I'm going to tell you what this pile is about. This pile is about happiness. This pile is about happiness and understanding that it is a feeling within your own self that you always have access to, that you can cultivate by focusing on the things that you do have to be grateful for and accepting whatever it is that you feel like is some cause for you to be unhappy. Because at the end of the day, whether or not you're happy or unhappy is really your choice. You could have $0 and still choose to be happy. You could have no boyfriend or girlfriend and still choose to be happy. You could, I mean, just going off on a whole like left field, you could have no home and still choose to be happy. Literally, and I know it's easier said than done. And I'm not saying it's easy, right? But that just is the facts. That you can fill in the blank with any XYZ and you can still reclaim your own power, not give it away to external circumstances or people, places, or things, and just choose to be happy. Just choose to accept what is and be grateful for the things that you do have to be grateful for. Because I just feel like people in this pile a lot is like making me feel like you kind of, it's maybe you are always chasing these like, you could be always chasing these like temporary, you could always be chasing these temporary like feelings, these fleeting moments of happiness, right? Because of the things that you value and the things that you consider valuable. Well, I said that already, but the things that do make you happy, you feel like they're hard to come by. For some of you, these are things that are not even good for you. Because again, I talked about unhealthy coping mechanisms in the beginning. And this again is like a rough message for some people in this pile, but it's like, you're upset that you don't have money, but a lot of your money is being wasted on whatever these unhealthy coping mechanisms are. It's something that you don't need, but you keep buying it because it provides you some like momentary fulfillment or some like didn't even say monetary, some momentary happiness. Oh, okay. Flip side, people who chose this pile are doing something that you really don't like for money. Yeah. You are doing something that it can make you feel icky, or it just makes you feel like you're sacrificing your integrity because you don't really want to be doing whatever this is. Now, for other people who chose this bicycle pile, this is all this energy that I've been reading is someone that you're connected to. And there's someone that I feel like you love this person, but it feels like you are enabling them. Somebody in this pile, I feel like you're an enabler. Some of you, it's like you're knowingly enabling a person because of the benefits that you get from having them around, or, you know, however you benefit from enabling this person is why you do it. And I know you think you might think you're you have good intentions, but it's like, how much do you really love this person when, you know what I mean? When you know that you are enabling them, and you continue to, because it makes, you know, you feel more secure having this person be independent on you. Now, for others of you, maybe you don't know, somebody who chose this pile is like, maybe you don't know that you're enabling this person, but you're suspicious of it. What does this card say? Voyeurism and falsifying information, great powers of observation and tuition, and a desire to seek out the truth. So let's see. What else do people who chose this bicycle pile need to know, please, Spirit? Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know, this pile is giving me energy of like, somebody could literally work in a rehab, or you could be like a nurse. Somebody watching this could be like be literally a detective, or like a police officer. You're getting like a paramedic. I feel like somebody watching this pile like sees a lot of shit. Yeah, you got stories to tell. See the coffin. Bro, you can't make it up. As I'm talking about, somebody could be a doctor. Oh, let's see, a coffin. What do people who chose the bicycle need to know with the coffin? I feel like somebody really, yeah, you can't make it up. Somebody really needs to be careful, because I'm just going to be all the way real. People who are dealing with substance abuse who chose this pile, now is a good time for you. Now is the time for you to seek help. Now is the time for you to seek help. Now is the time for you to seek help. If somebody is willing to sit by and watch you destroy your life or hurt yourself, that person does not really love you, okay? People who chose this bicycle pile, somebody in your life will show up any kind of way. They will be anything that they think that you need or want them to be to stay in your energy. For some of you, this could be a person who you've cut this person off with the axe in the coffin. So maybe you have like pushed someone to start doing these unhealthy coping mechanisms because you've cut them off for your energy. Because maybe you felt like somebody was not being real with you, or somebody was being fake or insincere with the mask being there. What do people in this pile, you have a soft spot for people who are struggling because you see yourself in them in some kind of way. So it's like maybe you feel like you know what they're going through, or you've been where they're at before, so that makes you a good person to help them. But I'm hearing that you need to be careful, because I feel like somebody can take your kindness for weakness if you're not careful. Okay, what else do people in this pile need to know? People who chose the bicycle. Sorry, I dropped the card on the floor. Please give me 1 second. Okay. The snake. And the bottom is, you can't make it up. I come through, Spirit. Thank you so much, Spirit. It's coming out twice. An addict and addiction. So some people in this pile, this is literal addiction. This is literal unhealthy coping mechanisms. Some people who chose this, you have pushed someone to, towards these unhealthy coping mechanisms by taking your energy back from them. Someone else, someone that you're suspicious if they're partaking in some kind of unhealthy coping mechanism, they are. All right. What do people who chose this pile need to know the most right now, Spirit? I know this is all over the place because I'm really getting a lot off of this one. Understand that this is collective. It's general. Take whatever is for you. Okay, if you feel like you want to get a personal reading with me, make sure you check the description box. And I didn't mention getting personal readings in the first or second one. So something about people in the third pile, like, I feel like you really need a personal reading, right? Because you're getting this detective card. What did it say? A desire to seek out the truth. So let's see. Yeah, the High Priestess is on the bottom of the deck. You could do your own readings, people in this pile, maybe, right? What do people who chose the bicycle need to know, please, Spirit? Queen of Cups here. I feel like you're just genuinely a good-hearted person, good-natured person. Queen of Cups, Angel. Queen of Cups, Angel. It just feels like you always are giving people the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, you're always giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I feel like you should not. The Fool and the Devil. You're going to get... I don't like that something very negative is coming out. The Devil and the Fool card. I feel like you just cannot... You can't be naive. Don't be naive. Don't ignore the red flags. Don't believe what you want to believe. That's what's coming out here because you're getting the Devil and the Fool card. Somebody, I said something earlier about somebody taking your kindness for weakness. That's what's coming out here. What do people in this pile need to know? You're such a sweetheart, and I understand, yeah. I feel like you want people to like you. You want people to love you. You want people to like you. You want people to love you. But you can't just accept it from anybody. And you can't overgive to people to the point, you can't like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't love someone into loving you back. You can't love someone into loving you back, okay? So it's like people in this pile, I feel like you just need to remember to do everything that you're doing just out of the goodness of your own heart, not because you're expecting anything back, not because just because you want to, just because you know that you should and it's the right thing to do, and it's you acting from your heart space, right? Because then regardless of how things go, you won't end up disappointed because you just did it because it made you feel good. People in this pile are needing to understand that you're supposed to be doing something that makes you feel good, not doing something because you feel obligated to, or whatever the case is. Yeah, 3 of Swords here with the Sun card. Because I'm just going to be all the way real. You could be a Pisces watching this. Aries energy is out here twice, as well as Capricorn. I'm not really mentioning signs in this, but I just felt like saying that. But you need to make sure you're doing things for the right reason, because you can do something really nice and it still not be for the right reasons. And so it's like when you're doing something really nice for someone, make sure that your intentions also are pure. You're not being super nice to them to keep them around you or something like that, because then you're just going to be upset when all you're doing is setting yourself up to be upset. Let's keep going. The Emperor. You could feel like people people want to use you to like to level their self up and then abandon you. Or that could be someone's intention here. Oh no, this is not yeah, King of Pentacles. As I say that, let me see, because I want to use this deck right here. I'm gonna use this deck. All right, these are going to be the final messages for pile 3, the bicycle pile. The blades and the fog. You could resonate with pile 1. What do people who chose the bicycle need to know, please, Spirit? Thank you guys so much for watching. What do people who chose a bicycle need to know? Yeah, the moon card. Number 3, you chose a third pile and you are getting number 3 and you're getting 9. 3, 6, 9 is crazy. So the moon, 3, 6, 9, and so the moon and elixirs, you can't make it up. This is definitely talking about that addicted addictive behavior right here. The moon and the elixir, it feels like somebody's hiding, they're drinking again, somebody's hiding, they're smoking again, somebody's hiding, they're like looking at porn again, or you know what I mean. I don't know why I'm saying again. For some of you, it's like this person is the drug, right? Yes. For somebody, for like the ones of you watching, it's like the person is the thing. Because look, 9 of Swords and Uranus, it's like somebody's afraid to be alone, and they stay around this toxic. They stay around this like toxic person because of they're afraid to be alone. And this is like, she's really giving me like a Stockholm syndrome kind of energy right here. So you're getting portals at the bottom. What's that, Spirit? With fire. I'm hearing when one door closes, another one opens. In silence. Feels like you're moving forward. You are embarking on something new. Like, it looks like, yeah, 9 of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. First, this is so real. Like, somebody feels like they have to have something new secured before they can like cut off the old thing. Because look, it feels like you're walking away. If that's a job, it's like, it makes sense, right? Like you have a new job lined up, so you're ending the old one. It feels like you're walking away from one thing to go towards something else. But it's like, even if you're not walking away from one thing, you're still walking towards something else. It's like it feels like you're into like between worlds, or like you got one foot out the door but one foot still in, because there's some type of anxiety about like cutting something off all the way for good. This is like giving me the energy. It's like if you wanted to, it's like, okay, I'm gonna quit smoking, and then like it's like I'm gonna quit smoking next week when I finish this pack, and then like next week comes and you finish and like you're down to like your last cigarette, and you're like freaking out because you don't want to, you're like holding on to that last cigarette. I don't know. It's like giving me something like that. So, I don't know. But that's basically what I'm getting. Hopefully this reading is helpful to whoever watches it. Okay, I tried. I love you so much. I hope that you'll watch my next video again. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if you want. Check the description box if you want to reach out to me. And take care.